Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Still under the weather a little bit. Still got this sinus thing kind of holding me down, but I'm pushing forward every single day. Still kicking it. Still ripping it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and calling yourselves crypto lifers and being part of the live stream. And thank you so much. Ooh, I do see. There you go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. And I never wore the shirt on the live. This is a brand new shirt on the live. Brand new. Got a little bit of purple in it, so I'm rocking the purple pocket square. Shout out to everybody else that jumped on in just now. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And I love you all. Let's get the music going. Let's keep it kicking and ripping. Shout out to each and every one of you who are jumping on into the market today. Let's take a look at Bitcoin like we do. Waves up 5.7%. Only really thing looking green today. Shout out to my computer Marv in the bottom. I think it's the bottom left corner of your screen. You'll see Marv there. Shout out to Marv doing damage. Appreciate you, Marv. Thank you for being with us every single day. Shout out to Marv too with Shano. Appreciate you. I did bring that gain up. Josh, we should be at the best, highest level possible here. Can't really go any higher at this moment in time. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So I was looking at Bitcoin, and I swung along here at 19,090. We pumped up to about 20,060. I swung in a stop loss. I was trading on MEXC Global. I had $1,000 in the futures account, so I traded it. I do not like to trade futures. I can see how it's a waste of time. Honestly, I'm just not a fan of it. Kind of freaked me out while I did it. I don't do it all the time. I made $30 in about 30 minutes off of $300. I guess it's cool. I don't know. Not a huge fan of it though. I much rather trade altcoins and compound the gains on KuCoin. I don't know, it's just how I am. And trade Bitcoin with 5L leverage. I like using 5L and 5S, really. The futures thing is just, it's moving too fast. It's all over the place. It's got my heart racing. It's crazy. However, look, I see this bullish divergence on the 7-minute. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. However, I was looking at this zone recently on the VRVB, and if you kind of zoomed in like where I was here, and you looked at it very closely, obvious to me that if you lost that POC in this area here, if you lost this POC, you were going to head down here to this area. All right. And we lost this POC, and what happened? We headed down to this area. Now, when we lose this area, where we likely headed to, and it's this node down here. As you can see, we really don't have any other liquidity but down into this area, and we just dropped the node. So, can the divergence hold us? Or do we end up coming back down to my next resistance zone at 19,470 is the question for Bitcoin. All right, you're oversold on the 15-minute time frame on the stochastics, showing signs of a move. But look, this is a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, almost a complex inverted, a complex head and shoulder. Because if you made it, it's an uptrending inverted. That's a downtrending head and shoulder pattern. Even if it's uptrending or downtrending, it's still a head and shoulder pattern. Don't forget it. Okay. And so we're battling the zone right here. This is it. I'll look back, and you see there's some signs of resistance and support here that could, we've seen resistance. We saw resistance there. But again, see the gap between the nodes, and that's the idea that you're going to end up somewhere down there into the bigger liquidity zone. All right. We'll take a look at Bookmap for you and see what's happening. But sorry, everybody, I feel absolutely horrible for the last couple days. It's been hard. I pushed forward, had some good streams. Yesterday was a great stream. I feel good during the stream, but my body's just a little run down. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here, and appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Calling yourself Crypto Lifers and being a part of the stream, baby. The real stream, the illest stream in all of YouTube. You need the lemon water. I have it, baby. I have it. I got the lemon water. Got the honey. Got the cumin seeds. All that. I'm actually doing really good. Like, for what most people feel sick, I'm barely sick. It's all sinus. Okay, so Bitcoin was in a flag, looked like a beautiful little flag, could make moves. Are they just kind of getting the shorts out of the longs out of the way here before they pump us back to the upside is the question. We do see strong bullish divergence on the 7-minute time frame, and I've seen it play out very strong on the 7-minute before in my lifetime. Makes me want to long that because I like the long divergence on the 7. I just don't like the pattern. You know, like I don't like the pattern at play. It's almost more like this now. You see? And that's kind of like, I mean, it's a falling wedge for sure. Ugly though, for sure. You know, that could break to the upside, but look, you have the shoulder, the head. Now I'm like, there it is. It was so obvious. Once you look back, you can see the obviousness. There was bearish divergence here too. All right. I did call a short last night. So if you're in my trading group, I call it short. You'd be in profit if you stayed in the short right now. I did call a short, you know, last night at the last, you know, I said, hey, if I had to call anything, you have to go short because that's the probability, you know, and that was what happened. So we broke to the downside, 19,000 continuing to dump here for Bitcoin. Look at that. Following suit further down, we did break that resistance node. I'm telling you, it's likely we come down here to 19,600. All right. So I would expect the short to continue to bleed down to this area based on the liquidity. But 19,800 is a significant support or resistance area. Can we hold above 19.8 is the question. So can the bulls hold us at 19,800? Can the divergence kick in here? Was that wick the buy-in wick? You know, buying in is pretty a good idea. That is divergence right there. You know, makes you want a long, right? Makes you want a long. So I longed a second ago with like $100. I don't like trading futures at all. I like trading the ETFs here, leverage ETFs. See these? I long took $30. Then I'm in a long again right now, down $24. See? And I forgot I was even in the long, honestly, because I started the live stream. It's not easy to like, I don't like to do a futures trade while I'm streaming, really. I don't mind a spot trade, but this is like kind of crazy for me, honestly. Entry price 19,899, and we're at 19,799, right? So I'm attempting to long the divergence, right? With a tiny bit of money. Like I'm just attempting, I'm basically dipping my foot in the water, but I don't want to trade futures. I just want to make it really clear. I shouldn't even talk about it. I should only talk about the things I do, you know, and keep this to myself. But I'm attempting to long this area because it's just the divergence is so strong. 9 out of 10 times you're going to get a bit of a move, and we hit the measured move of the head and shoulder, in my opinion. So, and this is a falling wedge that, you know, should break to the upside 68% of the time, and you have strong divergence here. Divergence may be kind of almost falling off, though, because if this keeps dropping down, right? If this keeps dropping down, then it negates the divergence. Like if we end up down there, it's almost tight, but I mean, the angle is so far down. 19,800 attempting to hold. All right. So can the divergence pump us back? Is that going to be a V-shaped recovery? Is it something like this? I'm seeing out of the corner of my eye now. A shoulder, a bit of a head, and a possible shoulder. Something like that. Interesting. So I would have to be long based on the probability. The 15-minute is low. The 1 hour is oversold. You're getting close on the RSI too as well. And you got bullish divergence to the 7 minutes. So like I have to remain long at this point, even though it looks ridiculous. So I remain long. And there it is. And I could be 100% wrong. And I'm okay with that. So I'm long on Bitcoin today. That's my, you know, measured move would take you from the length of this to this and break you up from here. You know, this is a rounded top, though. Rounded tops do not pay the bills. All right. And it could be making an inverted cup and handle, which would make sense because we would go up in the rising wedge to my target and then we would dump back down. All right. So I'm looking at this possibly for a move to the upside for Bitcoin. You know, if we don't hold the zone, we're dumping right here to 19,550. So you can keep a short open if you're in it. Really no reason to close it. You know, there's no reason to close the short until Bitcoin can get above 20K again. Right? So it's the battle for 20K. Again, that's why it was the funny, you know, the thumbnail today. The battle for 20K. Again, you know, for the 100th time in a row. Right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We got Bookmap liquidity. And you can see there is more liquidity down here at 19,006, 19,005. Looks like they do want to drag us down to the zone I'm talking about. Looks like this short may be more likely to dump to the downside, and it possibly negate the divergence. However, I mean, that divergence is strong. It's interesting. So I'm not a soothsayer, but I am a probability guy. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour wants to dump on you and continue. And as we said before, remember I said yesterday, the 4-hour could just continue to dump all the way through all the other time frames. And we also said tweezer tops in the 4-hour. And it's pretty simple. If you just shorted the tweezer tops in the 4-hour that I pointed out in my trading group, I said tweezer tops in the 4-hour, easy short. Look at that. Easy short squeeze. So anyway, 20,400 was resistance. You short resistance, you long support. All right, we're back at support. There's a chance you could get along here. So get along here. That's funny. Why can't we all get along here? Funny. So here we go. And most people are in fear right now and considering it's going to dump more. And I do see more liquidity down at 19,006. Rounded tops don't pay the bills. It's bearish for sure. That was a shoulder, a head and a shoulder, as clearly seen. Always a blessing to be here on the amazing educational stream with my fam. Hit the like button for this dude. He works as hard as I do. LOL. Prayers of health to you, Sam. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. If you have any questions, could you have a look at MATIC? I got a short open, but it doesn't seem to dump as Bitcoin. We'll take a look at MATIC. The long was pumping last night. You would think that you would get a move there, right? Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, which is trending today on Twitter, along with Dogecoin, the doggy coins. The doggy coins trending on Twitter. Shout out to Jetmir with the CHF5 beans. I don't know what it is, but thank you. I bet some foe would work wonders on you. Thank you for saying that. Super chat, SHIB and MATIC. So we're going to take a look at Shiba Inu. I didn't even know it was a super chat. I was just curious, but it's trending. I'm pretty sure most people want to find out what's up with SHIB. So SHIB's in this beautiful cup and handle. It bounced up to 706. It's in the golden pocket right now. So SHIB in the golden pocket, likely to make a big move to the upside based on what we're looking at. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. Daily's overbought. Kind of not where you want it to be. We'd have to get one of those miraculous kind of liftoffs to the upside. Can we hold the 0.605 and the 0.618, the golden pocket, which we're in right now? And that's the pull from here to here, and we're in the golden pocket if you looked at that zone. A lot of times we do get pulled up to the 200 SMA, so I could see that happening as well. But overbought on that daily, and look at that 4-hour pointing to the downside as well, just like Bitcoin, seeing some downside here for Shiba Inu to possibly here. Can it hold the POC is the question. So let me get rid of this work here from months ago, must have been. And I just wanted to see what we have brewing. I mean, possible retest of this trend line to break you to the upside. You'd have to see the 1-hour doing damage, trying to push out. It is. 15-minute would also have to be doing the same thing. It is. And that's kind of Bitcoin's fall off. You know, that's Bitcoin's falling wedge that we're in right now. And there's the shoulder, head and shoulder. You know what I'm saying? How it all follows Bitcoin in some way, shape, or form. So can you get the bounce like Bitcoin's expecting for SHIB? And if Bitcoin bounces, SHIB will bounce. And it's that simple. It is that simple, everybody. So you're expecting a bounce here at 19,800 for Bitcoin. So far, so good. We have extreme bullish divergence on the 7-minute time frame. And we're expecting a bounce from that zone. I am long MEXC Global, 20x leverage, presently down $14. All right. We'll see what happens. You can long MEXC Global, and I like to use it for the ETFs, not for the leverage futures trading. I'm not a leverage trader. I just don't do it, even though I just did it. But I don't do it. I'm just dabbling in it because when you sign up as an affiliate, you get an extra $1,000 free. So they hooked me up, and it's sitting in there, and I tried it. You can't even take it out. You have to actually trade with it. So I'm trying to trade with it to make some profit, so I am trading with it to make profit to take it out, right? But look, so we have 5x and 4x, 3x, and 2x. I love these ETFs. And they have way more coins than anybody else. 30 pages of ETFs. Nobody has more ETFs than everybody else. Introduction to leverage electronically traded funds. They're amazing. It is leverage, but you can't get liquidated. And I really like the setup and the way it's done. And that's why I like MEXC Global. So sign up to MEXC Global today and get something that you won't get anywhere else, which is hooked up through the Life of Link. If you use my link, you'll get 10% of your fees rebated immediately. You can also enter to win and be one of the lucky people that gets $1,000. One of 100 lifers will get $1,000. So if you're one of the people that joins through my link and you deposit $2,000 and you spot trade up to $2,000, you deposit $5,000 and you spot trade up to $2,000, which means 4 or 5 trades back and forth on spot, which would give you $2,000 in trading volume. You'll be given a $25 token airdrop, and then you'll be one of the 2 people. If we get 100, we have to get 100 to do this. One of the 2 people to be, which would get $1,000. So looking out for that. Use my link in the description below. And honestly, I looked at the stats yesterday. I think we got like 60 people. So we're like 40 shot. So we got a bunch of people to do it. We need 40 more people to do the right thing and hook me up. And honestly, what it does is it helps me in what I do every single day. All the links below are affiliate links that do help me. I do get commission or something from them. So I greatly appreciate it if you use any of them. 3 commas, TradingView. It doesn't matter what you use. Every single thing down there matters and helps me. They're all affiliate links. But this has only 9 days left in the event in order for us to kind of cross the threshold here. So I'm really pushing it because I want to see 2 people say, hey, I got the G, you know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's see what's hot. And I talked about CPOOL pumping to the upside out of this rising wedge, and it just continues. I don't know what's going on with this coin. I don't know what's up with it. It's on Juice Master Fresh night. It's just Juice Master Fresh. It just doesn't stop. And if we take a look at the gains here, I posted this puppy. My man, why'd you skip CPOOL, John? Did I not have it up there in the gains? I see it right there at 6:30 in the morning. You said got it. Something, I don't see it though. It's weird. Got it. Okay. Where is it? Watch, he'll do it in a second now. Watch. Where is it? My debut. You ruined my CPOOL debut, man. So funny. I got it. Anyway, CPOOL bagged on him to the upside. I was putting it out, looking at it. You know, the way I looked at it, I was like, rising wedges usually don't break to the upside. So when I looked at it, I was like, man, this thing looks like it's going to bang. You know? Yeah, I mean, don't say you got it if you don't got it. You know what I mean? It's all good if you don't got it. I don't mind, but just, you know, you should just write got it after you do it. That way you don't, you know, just to, you know, I used to work for tons of companies and I used to say the wrong thing all the time. I'm just helping you out. So I don't mean to be rude. I apologize. So look, this is what I was looking at. It was in a rising wedge, but the 3-hour time frame was about to bang. I mean, there was lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. This looked like it was likely to bang on you to the upside. And there was something going on with it. I was like, man, CPOOL just doesn't want to stop. Rising wedges banging to the upside, and this thing just continued to bang. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I'm kind of in shock. But I'm not also because it was likely to happen based on that 3-hour chart. And it banged, for sure. Up 48% now, CPOOL. And it's one of the biggest gainers of the day, except for Revel. And it's so weird. I was just thinking about this coin last night. I saw Rev, and I was like, what about that new Revel coin? Maybe I looked at it, and it just looked lackluster to me. And it just got sent. Numerir got sent. Toko got sent. RPB. Like, dude. We nailed like for gains. Shout out to anyone that jumped into like. Look at this. I pulled a Fibonacci on it. I saw it at the 886 retracement. Usually it doesn't go much lower. It had already bounced off a POC. Coming back up, it had to break through this area. Like for gains, baby. And look at that. All the way up to the target almost. Like for massive gains. Let's take a look what like did. 53% gains for like. Unreal. And the moving averages were super tight like there. Yeah, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour also had low stochastic right here. Boom. Look at the movement there for like to the upside. Banging on them. Look at just touching the target. Look, they're exact. Like, it's almost hit the target exactly. That's insanity. Like, bing. Like for gains. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have jumped into like. Or if you just learn from like. Maybe you just watch like play out and you learn something from it. That's as good as taking gains. I'm telling you right now, because learning is as good as taking gains. If you figured out something, if you were able to leave with it and make it work for you, unbelievable. You know, and that's what you're looking for. Like. And that's a Fibonacci that got pulled there, if you can see that. Okay. Crazy. This is also kind of a, you know, it's a sketchy pattern. It's not a perfect falling wedge, you know. Shout out to CNC Ireland. He's been grinding for all of us. Really been a blessing to the Lifer Gang. Love you, bro. Shout out to David Kendall. 3Al Adam yesterday and started setting up this short. Smiling this morning. My man. Shout out to Jamie. Appreciate all the hard work you do in the group, man. Amazing. Keep them fakes out of here. So awesome. Shout out to Roddy Robinson. Thank you for saying that. Could you help me with the Max Global ETF Exchange link? Could you help me with the link? You would like the link? Yeah. I mean, it's... It's right here, and I'll just pin it. I'll pin it here. It's my second time sick in 600 days, or just slightly off. Okay, thank you for being here. All right. XCAD was on my radar last night for gains, and we nailed it. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have jumped into XCAD with the kid. It was on my radar for massive gains, and we hit it for beautiful, I mean, that was a perfect trade. Who looked at XCAD? Did I put XCAD on your radar? I think that was this morning, right? I was up at 5 this morning grinding. I believe that was a 5 a.m. call. Let's take a look here. Yeah, moving big green. $9.28, I'm putting out XCAD, but that was, hold on. That was beforehand. So XCAD started to move. I started making a move, stop loss below him, but I had already put it out before that. I'm just trying to see. I'm like feeling absolutely horrible. So it's like my brain is off, man. I either went over it on the live or I drew this on my own, and I didn't post it, which is weird. But the fact that now I feel like maybe I misspelled it because now I can't seem to find the post. Hold on, let me just look. Please forgive me today, everyone. I'm not 110%. I'm a human being. If you could hit the like button, that would really help and bring up my spirits. The fact that 200 people and 300 people don't want to hit the like button unless I ask for it on a sick day is kind of whack. It'd be kind of nice if people just were nice to me without me begging for it, you know? I don't know. It would be cool every single day, you know? Like you think you'd, you know, after a while just help the kid out, you know? He's here every day just doing what he does, you know? But nobody seems to care. I got feelings too, you know. I'm a human too, you know. It actually matters to me, you know. Yeah, so I put it out here when it was just about to moon, when it was just starting to get out to the upside, when it had broken out a little bit. But still, 11%. Came back down a little bit, but yeah. I mean, XCAD for gains, baby. Bang, bang, bang. Get a lot more to learn. You haven't been able to spend enough time learning, so I just been holding for a long time. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa. Turn 100 into 1,000. Do that in trading, and you can make it, in my opinion. GM'd you the link. Thank you, Stack. I see that. Thank you. How was she? I thought I just did it earlier than that. You know what I mean? But this is when I put it out. But usually I catch it before that. XCAD on my radar to the upside. Went over it last night at 7, or I was doing that. No, this is 7 this morning. I saw XCAD about to make a move, and XCAD made a move. Unbelievable. Nice move to the upside. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have gone into XCAD for gains. Appreciate you for being here. All right. And there's my CPOOL. Shout out to Shano. Love you, Sean. Thank you for the 32.5% gains coming out of the rising wedge, which is a very precarious trade to make. But I showed you that 3-hour really had all the indications of a move, and it did what it had to do, right? The DOGE short looks like it's about to dump on you, which tells me that the long may take over here. So you're in a rising wedge, bear flag on the DOGE short. What does that tell you? Maybe it's time to long DOGE, right? It might just be time to long DOGE on the 1-hour time frame. And this is doing the same thing Bitcoin's doing. Like, can it just break out of these flags, these ugly flags? It's weird, right? That's what we're looking for. Let's go back into BTC and take a look. So we are holding 19,800 so far. The divergence has kicked in slightly here on the 7-minute time frame. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD showing signs that we may get that move to the upside. Bitcoin may go all the way, baby. Bitcoin may go all the way. Can Bitcoin go all the way and take our hearts away? Take it away, Bitcoin. Take it away. So look, I mean, if the bulls can't close a candle on the 1 hour and the 4 hour above 19,900, expect more downside. So if you get up here and you can't get a expect more downside. That's kind of going to be an M pattern there. So if you can't get above this zone in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, I would expect more downside. If you can't get a candle to close on the 4 hour or the daily above 19,090, I would short the markets back down to this liquidity zone at 19,450 at least. But we do have a bounce there. And so far, so good. I told you, the most important thing about being an American, that's not what you could do for your country, but what your country, no, that's not what your country could do for you, but what you could do for your country. All right? How do you like that? Didn't think you were going to get a JFK, you know. And look at my long. My long's still intact that I put out. See, long is still intact. I take profits at resistance, but long is still intact. Look at that. If it bounces here and the 21 crosses that 200, you're going to be golden. So what you're looking for is the 1 hour to pop and for the 4 hour to do a flippito. We call it a flippito. Yeah, like boom and make a move. And this could happen for sure. You could be bullishly retesting the supportive resistance zone here. That is very strong. Look, resistance. I mean, that's strong. 19,600 is strong. Be a really good place to long if we get down there. It's just a lot of liquidity. If we break that, we will go to the POC at 19,100. I don't want to touch that area ever again. That was annoying, battling that zone for like a week straight. It would be nice if we don't touch it again. But anything is possible. All right. As long as you're living, hit the like button to prove it. Bots Capacha alert. Hero has a nice hidden bullish. Shout out to It's Crypto Life. Thank you. Maybe cover DXY possible, please. Thank you. I do it every day, man. Don't tell me what to do. Appreciate you. When someone asks me to cover DXY, I'm always like, do you come to the show or do you just like act like a lifer? You know what I mean? Nah, he's offended, right? But I'm just saying, I have a right to say that. I go over it every day. Anyway, we got to go over MATIC too as well. What do you think about Phantom? It's going down a lot on Phantom BTC. Greetings from the Netherlands. And keep going, man. Thank you so much. I love you. God bless you. May the 582 beautiful souls here hit the like button. Can we get the like up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Where did everyone go? We have 800 people on the stream yesterday. We've been banging on and we've hit multiple gains. The group has been growing. So where's everybody going? I don't get it. What is it, Wednesday and they go hibernating? What happens? Market takes a little bit of a dump and people get scared? Where is everybody? Hello. It's like echoes in the chambers over here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And it's weird. About 3 weeks ago, it got really hard to get likes. I don't know why. It's weird. Like, the likes were just, everyone was hitting the like. We were doing it real smooth. Did I do something different? Did I say something to somebody? I have no idea. I've been doing the same thing I always do. I tell you right now, like, I'm a small business doing my own thing out here. And if you don't hit the like button, then we're just going to go down the tubes. So if you want to watch me go down the tubes, then just don't hit the like button. But if you want to see me shine and get all the way somewhere, you want to be part of greatness, and you want to watch us rise, because we did it. We started all the way back when I had 500 subs. I had 50 subs. So if you think I'm going to stop, you know, I used to get 10 likes every single day, and I still came back for more. So just, you know, support someone. I'm not feeling that well today. I kept saying it would be really nice if you hit the like button to make me feel better. Like, at the end of the day, are you a heartless person that just, do you have no heart at all? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Are there 200 heartless people in here that just, like, have no heart? Like, the guy's, like, beside himself. He's almost dying, for Christ. No, I'm just... But you know what I'm saying? Like, have you no heart at all? Have you no soul? Have you no backbone? Per day in a few hours, so better buy some crypto. So we want to see if this falling wedge can bounce to the upside on the 1 hour and flip the 4 hour time frame. We have strong support here at 19,672. So come on down, Bitcoin. We're ready for you, baby. And then long's been open since here. Just pointing it out. It's been open ever since. See if we can get to the target. See if we get to the target. It's kind of a Sammy cup and hattie, too. If we put a bit of a cup here, you got a bit of an uptrending Sammy cup and hattie to the upside. Something to think about on the radar for sure. Bitcoin. Bitty Bitcoin. Finally trying to breathe. I need someone to email. I need someone to hit up Frankie. Sean, Frankie needs artwork for promoting. I'm going to be on Frankie Candles next week, and they want to make like a promotion for it. So could you send artwork to me? Send me some pictures to my Discord DM if you could, and then I'll just DM them over to him. That would be nice and easy. Whatever you think looks good, Sean. I trust you. That's why you're the man, Sean. All right? And I'm just the guy working with you. All right? Remember that. EO short did make a little bit of a move. I was looking at the DOT short. See if that ended up playing out. It did. Nice little gain. Nothing crazy, but it didn't lose, right? So another gain. Added to the gains, baby. Didn't hit the stop loss and pumped to the upside. And this was the insurance DOT short. In case Bitcoin wasn't playing out last night, I did say short the market. 7% on DOT. Not amazing, but not a loss. Nice move for the DOT short. Getting a little extended there, showing that Bitcoin may actually hold that zone too. See, when you kind of look at all different things, you get mixed signals throughout the market. All right. We're going to jump into the show, which is an awesome list here that I created. And what it does is just kind of gives you a bunch of information around the world, really. We're going to look at the Dow Jones down 366 points now, right? 366. So we looked at this flag yesterday, said the Dow wants to remain in this flag or the falling wedge. We can delete whichever one it didn't play into. So it played into the falling wedge. It kind of did a fake out breakout. Came back into the wedge here. Can the Dow break out though? 1 hour time frame resetting. And all we need to do is keep this support. So resistance. We want to bounce off that support zone for the Dow Jones. So that's all we need to see in the next 1 or 2 days. If that happens, we'll be fine. All right. Bang, bang. All right. So Dow Jones not too shabby. We'll take a look at the 4 hour time frame. Getting overbought though. and not really able to get above resistance. It's a little freaky for the Dow. I'll show you what's happening for the Dow again if you want to know. Right here is our heavy-duty resistance point, and we're at it again. We broke this. We were likely to head here, and then even lower down to here. And these are major areas of support and resistance for the Dow. And so it was kind of like saying we would eventually trend to the downside. We did see this inverted cup and handle that began already to the downside for the Dow Jones. Right now it's really at a standstill. You know, this is an area where we don't want to lose it. And the Dow's getting overbought and not really able to get above. It had a bounce. Don't get me wrong, it had a bounce, but the bounce really needed to get us back above, in my opinion, this resistance. Now, we still got room on the daily. It's not over yet, but we really need to recover 30,500 area to remain bullish for the Dow Jones. You can't get above a previous support, then a previous resistance, then you must, you can actually say, look, we got rejected by resistance. 4-hour time frame suggesting that the Dow is about to tank. It's in this broadening wedge. It looks like it's headed lower, in my humble opinion. Your hope is maybe a shoulder, possible head, and there's like a right shoulder coming out of that. But, I mean, you got to say that you're bearish on the Dow on the 4-hour time frame. All right. It's clear as day. If you can't get above this resistance, you're likely to head somewhere down here for the Dow Jones. Let's take a look at the S&P ES1, the S&P Midi Futures. All right. We talked about the same thing yesterday. We had it in the flag. Can it stay in the flag? We were watching the flag. 4-hour is curving back down just like Bitcoin. Tweezer topped right there. And that was your short signal for Bitcoin on the ES1 as well. All right. 1-hour time frame began to fall to the downside. It hit resistance. There was some, not really. Right there was bearish. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down there. That was bearish divergence, and we would drop. Now we're kind of back at the, resistance becomes support. So see how these look just like Bitcoin? They're in the exact, they're doing the same thing again. Bitcoin was in the flag. Everything was looking cool. We fell out the flag. We hit the measured move of this triangle to the upside. We did call this, if you remember correctly. That was insane that we even found that pattern. We broke it. We broke back in, and then I said, well, then we could continue to the upside. You see all my old work on the S&P there. So clear area that we must hold. Have to get a bit of a recovery here back to the upside for the S&P. 1 hour is extremely beat to the downside and is expecting a movement up. 50 minutes expecting a movement up. I would expect to move back inside the pattern, and then we can call the pattern whole again, and then we can break out of the pattern to the upside. To me, that's the most likely path. That's what I'm looking at. We break the low, though. We barely retest the zone. We're heading down to this low liquidity zone all the way down here, too, to about 3,600. So it's crucial we hold 3,700 to remain bullish for the Dow, and we get back inside this pattern and break to the upside. And that will also front-run Bitcoin. Super important. Let's take a look at the DXY, the dollar index. The MEXC thing seems interesting. If only we had some kind of channel to get organized, sign up, and reach the goal. I appreciate everything you do for us. Hope you feel better soon. Shout out to RJ Cabrera. Thank you so much for the love, man. God bless you and yours. Thank you for the $20 in Super Chat. You people are unbelievable. Thank you for the $5.55, my man. Appreciate you. You're growing on me, street. You're funny. I heard YouTube scrubs subscribers like once a month to get rid of bots. That's why YouTube says, but we know they have certain biases. I never get my subscribers scrubbed. They stay the same. So I don't get that happening. 35.9 subscribers and climbing. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't clicked the subscriber button, please click it and help the lifer and your lifer community. Thank you for saying that. 333. Shout out to Equitable with the 333. Super chat. I see you. I see you out there. That's gonna be with you for the rest of the day that you did that. God bless you. I see someone asking about PYR. That is on my radar. David Hagan. I was wondering how a good opportunity Rumble would be for expanding crypto lever reach. It seems Rumble doesn't have the same types of algorithms YouTube does. I was in talks with them at the very beginning. When they first came out, I had a rep there, was willing to really break it, but I just didn't, I don't want to rock the boat on YouTube. I'm just not ready for that yet, in my humble opinion. You know, maybe when things become more open. At the moment, my instincts tell me to be careful. You're right. I did prove your point. But that's the point. Does Crypto Lifer rehearse, or is each episode an acapella? You mean an acapella? What does that mean? Acapella and rehearse don't mean the same thing. That doesn't make sense, you know. Luna C, please, super chats for MATIC. Sup with the link. Sup with the link at the moment. I don't know. Okay. So look, the dollar index, as we discussed, had fallen back inside the pattern. And we said we wanted it to break down out of the pattern to the downside. However, it climbed its smelly, stinky hands back up out of the pattern again. So, as I've told you and talked about before, if you're new and you're just learning, you're going to see a pattern that you make one day, and it's going to break, okay? It's going to get broken. And you're going to not know what to do because you're going to be like, well, I'm going to teach you now what to do. So you're trading, you have an idea, your pattern gets rocked and wrecked. So right here, right? So what do? Well, you act as if the pattern never got broken. You take out these areas here. Okay, see how I nicely did that? And you trade the pattern again as if it was exactly the same way. Now, the 4-hour time frame is headed overbought, but pushing out of the pattern. The 1-hour time frame is overbought. So we really want the dollar index. Let me see if I can extend this, which it says I can. We want it to be done. Like, we want to say, no, you're at resistance. You need to come back down here on the 1-hour time frame and give Bitcoin that pump back to the upside and let 19,800 breathe. So the dollar index, we need you to dump, really. And you're high in the 15 and you're in a rising wedge, so it's likely we do get the move to the downside here. This would also want me to stay in a long for Bitcoin. This would hold me to believe that Bitcoin will somehow wiggle its way back above $20,000 yet again. Some way, some shape, somehow. So we're looking at overextended resistance, overbought 15-minute and 1 hour on the dollar index. Now, that doesn't mean it's great forever, but it means for now, I don't see us getting back above 1180 for the dollar index. But anything is possible. Remember that. Anything is possible. Total market cap for all of cryptocurrencies, right? The total market cap. And we go over this all the time. We talk about the major levels to watch. Look at this trend line that we're holding. Can we hold the trend line? We take a look at the weekly. Are we back above the 200 simple? So important. We are hovering back above the 200 simple moving average. To me, this is the threshold to end the idea that we made a bottom. If we can get back above this for like 4 to 5 weeks straight, I believe it can kind of quell the ideas that we haven't bottomed yet. So I'm watching this so closely. And if you delete all my work here, it's this green candle holding above this yellow line, which is my 200 simple moving average on the weekly for total market cap. And there's a POC there, which we are now holding above. Can the weekly candle close above the 200 simple and above the POC? $900 billion must hold. We're sitting at 913 right now, and we're struggling. We're struggling, all right? So these are prerequisites. We lose those levels, you're going to see me shorten back down here to $772 billion. This is a possibly higher low here. We do see bullish divergence too on the weekly, which I keep bringing up, which I find very, very strange. All right. Hold on. Not on total, actually. It's only on Bitcoin. It's not on total, which is interesting. Total doesn't have bullish divergence on the weekly chart, but Bitcoin does. That's kind of fascinating. Because look, that swing up to swing up. That is both, they're both swing up, pretty matchful. All right. But if I switch back to BTC USD here, and I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that we have bullish divergence on Bitcoin. Not the total market cap. What we do, I mean, you have a swing down on the weekly. And if you go to the RSI to those same exact points in time and space, we see a swing to the upside. And that's substantial. I keep bringing that up. Not a lot of people are focused on that, but I keep bringing that up. And that's kind of why I was long here at these low areas as well. 19,896 starting to pump back to the upside. Not too shabby there, right? So now I'm only down, what, like $2? Yeah, so I'm back to break even here on my long on Next Global. 20x leverage, which I do not advise anybody do. I like trading ETFs personally. I just had extra money that they gave me that I had to use. So I'm trading 20x leverage on Bitcoin now. Why am I trading long on Bitcoin? Well, I showed you the dollar index looks spent, and that 1 hour looks to make a move to the upside. So I'm expecting a move to about 20,200 somewhere above 20,180, and I'm going to be closing my long there if I get lucky enough to do that. So that's what we're looking for BTC. All right. Get back out of the weekly chart and back to where we are here, and we're watching this channel. I told you I want to see this 4-hour flip by the 1 hour and the 15-minute. I believe it's likely going to happen. I'm smelling some psychic sauce here. Also, if you remember correctly, this was our ascending triangle that we played nicely. All right, and we broke out, and we're retesting now the top trend line. Very possible we could break to the upside. The measured move would take us right there. We have it kind of scheduled already at 21,100. So I'm saying long for Bitcoin. I'm going to leave it at that. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm calling my long, and it is what it is. I could be 100% wrong. Watch it kind of stop me out, and I'll look like a complete fool. Anything is possible. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I am just trading probabilities. I have no clue where Bitcoin's going to go. Me personally, and I'm not a financial advisor, nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. And we got the 444 just disappeared, but we had the 444 on the move. Shout out to the 444 people on the likes. Can I get the 600 people, every one of you, to do the right thing? Hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I'm pretty boring. That's my desktop. Pretty boring, right? Yeah. And look at the heat map now. Even though there's more lines here, we're getting some heat back up at 20,000. Possible sell wall there. Possible buy wall down all the way to 19,005 for a bounce too, though. So it's interesting. Showing liquidity in and out. Not a lot of zones. We're not getting like sucked up as much. I would expect a bit of a short squeeze here, though, when we get to 19,950, 960 area. So my idea is playing this falling wedge to the upside. Looks like a bit of a retest for Bitcoin as well. All right. I want to see this 21-day moving average cross over the 200. I want to see this red, the 50, cross over the 200. That would be a golden cross on the 4-hour. I also want to see price action stay above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. That's another prerequisite for the bull market. Price must stay above the 200 SMA, and right now it's retesting the 200 simple. So I want to see this bounce back to the upside. I want to see the 4-hour swing up. I want to see the 1-hour hit. That's what I'm looking for. Now I'm actually in profit, right? I should be in tiny bit of profit right now, maybe like a couple beans. No, only I'm at exact even 32-cent loss right now on the 20x leverage long. So this is what we're doing. And SHIB's about to do the same thing Bitcoin's doing. Make a retest off the zone. So if Bitcoin does the move, SHIB's going to take the move. And you can see how I use Bitcoin to time my moves. Now you're learning. Now you're understanding. Every single time I touch this microphone, you're going to learn something. Whether I'm telling you a joke, whether I'm bringing up life lessons, whether I'm breaking down a retest for SHIB that's mirroring Bitcoin. You name it. You're not going to waste your time here with me. All the other YouTubers, I don't know, they're going to make jokes, talk nonsense. And honestly, some of them aren't going to waste your time either. There's a lot of beautiful people out there. They're all great. Sometimes you want to be entertained. This could be taxing on the mind. Not everyone wants to learn every single day. I want to teach every day. So if you want to come on in, let's get it, right? Everyone, I'm so sorry, but no YouTube links in the 99 group, please. You know what I'm saying? It just too many will start getting it over. It'll get overrun, and then it'll get out of control. Don't take it personal if it gets deleted. Think about the whole group and not just, your individual link, and realize that it's really not about just one person. It's just about the overall experience, and I don't want to be bombarded with links. So I'm so sorry if I delete it. Please don't take it personal. I still love you, and you mean the world to me. All right? CAG fell out of this flag. Wanted to see it bump with the World Cup here coming up. Came all the way back down to the golden pocket now, though, which is quite interesting. Chile's in the golden Paquito. Does it break out? If Bitcoin breaks out, this will probably follow suit, which is interesting. And it's right at a POC. If it can hold the zone, it's likely to head right back up to about 28.97. CHZ. Welcome to all our 11 o'clock people. The Wednesday live is popping. Shout out to the 641 people on the live, 477 likes. Can I get the likes to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. R Fuel. Yeah, I'd stay away from it. It looks sketchy to me, but it probably could bump. But it just looks sketch. I've been watching Burger just hold this green zone for about 2 weeks now, straight. It's been in this green zone for a long time, since September 18th. Almost a month now straight, just deciding, hey, I'm going to hang out here at the 786 Fibonacci level. So Burger's on my radar, but low liquidity, no one really knows about it, and it's not the fun coin of the day. NEER is what I'm looking at. NEER is like near to my heart today. And if Bitcoin can make a move, I believe NEER can do damage. And NEER looks a lot like CPOOL did, rising wedge of the 3 hour. So I'm going to trade this just like I traded CPOOL. Same idea, same concept. Honestly, it's actually getting more, it's flattening out. I actually like this idea, turning into more of a like an ascending triangle here. I see NEER making some gains. NEER's on my radar on the 3 hour chart. We traded it 3 times so far. Every single time it hasn't left, we haven't lost the trade. So NEER on the radar, and this is NEER with 2 E's, not NEER with an A. All right? NEER looks like my trade of the day. So NEER oversold on the 3 hour. I'm trading that 3 hour only. And I never trade the 3 hour. This one, I'm just trading the 3 hour. In the 3 hour, when the 3 hour gets overbought, I'm out. That's it. Trading one time frame only. Sticking to NEER. All right. I'd be surprised. Like, does MEXC Global have it? They might not have NEER. Watch them have a nope spot. Nope. Only on KuCoin, baby. Only on KuCoin. Get it while you can. So you got my idea for Bitcoin. I showed you levels to watch if we fall through. I showed you what I'm looking at if we punch to the upside. I actually made a statement that I'm long. I didn't go, oh, if it goes this way or goes that way or goes this way. No. No, I made it clear long, and I may be 100% wrong. And honestly, if we fall back into this pattern, then it's so clear to be right or wrong. If we stay above here, it's a retest. If we fall back in here, we start milling around, you're back in an ascending triangle that can break 50-50. And so we get back in here, start milling around, then we do a bearish retest. I'll probably be closing my long around here. So this long's easy to play because I have a quick exit plan if it doesn't work out. And that's why I like longing the symmetrical area of the tight channel when you're coming back to the top of a tight channel. You know, it to me can be the same. And that's why retests are the safest trades to make in your life. Fresh Lifer here, back from the gym. It's 2 a.m. here. Algo, please. You beautiful soul. God bless you. Stay strong, brother. We love you. Shout out to Clem Fandago. My man. Appreciate that for jumping on in. So this is my trade of the day. I really like NEER, Metaverse.network. It's got everything going for it. It's been pumping. Bit of a cup with a handle there too. And it's ready to rock with lack of bearish momentum. The 3-day chart looks ready to move. Let's take a look at MATIC. As someone asked about MATIC. Polygon Network. So I talked about MATIC possibly bouncing to the upside here, right? If it could hold the zone, it did. Tiny little gains, not a lot. It's still in this bigger flag. Let me delete the sauce here and see what's going on with MATIC. So if you can see MATIC's at resistance, right? 3 hour is oversold though. It's interesting. 4 hour time frame needs to come on back down to the top of the channel though. So look, I mean, likely coming back down, in my humble opinion. Let's take a look at the daily time frame as well. Yeah, very overbought. Kind of see a shoulder, a head and a shoulder forming that could dump to the downside. Possible Bart Simpson, slanted Bart Simpson back to this liquidity zone. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be careful of MATIC based on the 4 hour and the daily. They're both, headed down with they don't really have momentum to the upside. 1 hour shows signs of life here. So, and it will somewhat fall Bitcoin, I guess. So if Bitcoin makes a move, you're going to break out of this channel to the upside. However, it might just make a bearish divergence, a head and shoulder, and still dump to the downside. So maybe MATIC good for a scalp, but the bigger time frames don't look that good to me for MATIC. It should just follow Bitcoin, but right now they seem a little offset, in my humble opinion. Algo and Quant are my two trades I'm looking at for the week. Algo's trying to dip out of the channel here a little bit. Let's just make sure, let's squeeze you back in there, Algo. Not so fast, Algo. Not so fast. So Algo's okay. Didn't hit the stop loss, holding the zone. I really like what Algo's doing, getting tight in the channel. ISO 222 coin. We're all over it. XRP, more coming out with the case. Any day now, there'll be even more bullish news. That's going to pump any ISO 222 coin. ALGO's one of them. I see it on the 1 hour ready to rock. It's getting tied to the channel. 4 hours in your favor too, so I like ALGO. Pray for your health. Can we look at Cat? Thank you so much. God bless you, Matthew Brown, for the $1.99. And we got the $33.39 in chat revenue. 493 likes, 630 people. We still have 140 people that think it's funny to watch a sick guy not get likes while he live streams. I don't know why. It's kind of weird, but hey, I guess they're masochists. Like, you know what I'm saying? They really like... And we have the ice packs and the splints for your fingers. I mean, we've stated clearly that if you hurt yourself hitting the like button, we're there for you. We've got the equipment to service you. I wouldn't stop watching ALGO. Learning a lot from you and your Discord. Other YouTubers suck and haven't learned or gained anything from your teaching. Haven't learned to gain anything. Your teaching is on point and your Discord is always active, which is the best. Thank you. Shout out to Lake, man. There's people there 24 hours a day, baby. 24 hours a day, man. We got people from Sri Lanka, people from South Africa, people from New Zealand. We got a cast of characters ready at your beck and call at any moment in time. Really, seriously. So I'm watching Luna. It did slip a little bit. I'm still in a Luna long 2 on MEXC Global. I'm in the 3L. And as long as Luna can hold this position above this POC, it's going to rip, in my humble opinion. And it's oversold in the 1 hour ready to rock. I'm still in Luna C. And I like what I'm seeing for Luna C. Nothing has changed. That's why you must get a list of my setups. I have so many setups that are just sitting, haven't really moved yet. And I am in Luna C. Clearly, I am in the trade, just to make it really clear. I am in Luna C. Again, don't do anything I do just because I do it. You got to figure out if it makes sense for you. Get your own proper risk management, get some education, and if it makes sense, then you're ready to rock. If not, then you got to get into education. XRP, please, from JD, my man. Thank you for sending in a $10 super chat for XRP as we get into Cambria, which is cat. Cambria on KuCoin. This is also tight. Look how all 3 of these are all just waiting in the zone for a pop. Every single one of them. All 3 looking very, very similar. And again, we don't know which one's going to hit. We don't know exactly how it's going to happen. But I mean, all 3 of them have a high likelihood of a break to the upside. I shouldn't allow people to super chat, things that I've put out to the trading group already. So from now on, if you do super chat something that I may have put out, I may not super chat because I may be like, listen, I already have that set up for the trading group. How do I get around that? When I want to hide it for the trading group, but someone's asking for it on the live. So I talked about XRP breaking to the upside. I have a call here. That was my entry with my stop loss. Just like Bitcoin, I was looking at it, and XRP did break to the upside. About a 6 to 7.8% gain. And to make 8% in a bear market is gold, baby, gold. And there's another one of my calls that broke to the upside yet again. I'm still looking at XRP to the upside. I like the 1 hour. I see this continuing to the measured move. XRP bullish, quant bullish, algo bullish. This is simple. 2 weeks ago, we said the same thing, and a lot of people missed it. If you missed it last time, maybe this is your time not to miss it. I'm just saying. So I'm bullish XRP. I'm bullish algo. I'm bullish quant. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. Something is brewing. Something is brewing. And then Bitcoin may be battling this zone very nicely at 19,800. It looks like it may hold 19,008 and get our move back to the upside. I'm also long on Bitcoin. I've made it very, very clear. XRP. Like the video. Gino, my radar just went off. Be ready. Luna C next, please. I already did Luna C. Not doing it again. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains excite. Ooh, wow. We are supposed to take care of the sick. Hit the like button. I know. 100 people really think it's funny to watch me squiggle for the likes while I'm not feeling well. I went over Shiba Inu already. I've done it all already today. I really did. Phantom, please. Send in a super chat, my friends. So today we nailed it. I was just so focused and on point today. So focused and on point. I didn't get distracted by the research article. No, I'm just joking, JV. I'm messing with you. I always like messing with my team. So Dogecoin is trending hot on the news of Elon Musk deciding to proceed with his purchase and privatization of Twitter. For reasons yet unknown, Elon has made an about turn and decided to go ahead with the purchase of the initially offered price. Extra value to the deal may have been added during the court proceedings. DOGE is pumping over speculation that Elon may incorporate it with the Twitter as a tipping mechanism, payments, or market in otherwise unknown capacity, which I think is highly likely. All right. NEER and Google making a connection too. NEER teams with Google Cloud to accelerate Web3 startups. That's a big deal. Let's go take a look at the NEER chart with not an E, with an A. Not to be confused with the other NEER. Okay. Not that NEER, this NEER. All right. So look, we had a little pump. We already got a little move out of NEER. We'll see what we got. We'll redo here. We got a little move out of that last little cup and handy there. So you can see it's retraced almost back to its zone here on the low. And it's, trying to do somewhat of a bottom here. Got a shoulder head and a shoulder that looks a little strange, but it's rounding here at this bottom area. So this is what we're doing here for NEER, in a bit of a falling wedge. That could break to the upside. It's got cup and handle feels, right? Let's take a look at my 3-day, which has been hot recently. Hey, NEER on the 3-day. So just like we traded, remember, fourth on the 3-day, and a few other coins that banged on the 3-day recently to the upside. This thing could make 95% gains off the POC to the upside. NEER, look at it on the daily, on the 3-day chart. So NEER on the radar on the 3-day. And most people can't play the 3-day. They don't have the time or the patience. But it's so cool. You set it, you forget it, you come back to either a loss or gains, depending. And you play the probabilities. The probabilities should be likely that you come back to some gains, right? They just wanted a picture, Sean. You know what I mean? So just send in a picture. I like your artwork, though, because they might want to do it a different way. I don't know. That's amazing, though. What you did was really hot. So I don't know. They might like that. But send in a picture. Send me just the picture, too, so that they can go wherever they want with it. That's a great picture, though. I like that one. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. I hear it's a hit. Came up on Sniper's radar. It tastes like chicken. Look at Theta. News just came out about a meta chain. Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. So NEER likely to make a bit of a move here. I played this exact pattern on, what was it? I believe it was 4th. Let's duplicate NEER. I believe it was 4th that we played this pattern on. Shout out to the 638 people on the live. 548 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I won't say it again. Now I can, right? Man of my word. So look, I can say it differently. I believe it was 4th. Or maybe it was, no, it was front. I knew it had an AF on it, though. No, not front row, frontier. No, maybe it was 4th. All right, let me go back to the gains channel and find it. It was on the 3-day chart, so it was like a big chunky chart. Sean, do you not put my 3-day charts up? Like, you guys are missing gains, man. I guess I gotta be more. You know why? Because I'm a little sick, so I'm a little cloudy. But you guys are missing gains, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me double check. Fly, okay, ERN, that happened. Horde, yeah, Lunacy. What happened to the 3-day bangs? Hero hit, hero. What happened to those big 3-day charts? Front, that's what it was. Sorry. You got it. You didn't miss anything. I'm wrong. I'm a hard boss. So let's take a look at front here. Front. No, but it wasn't front row. It was frontier. That's what's weird about this. All right, you have to actually put in the I to get it on Google. So look, I looked at this on the 3-day chart. And it looks so similar to what we have going on here. And I mean, that candle was strong 2 days ago at 35%, but it looks a lot like NEER. They look identical, in my humble opinion. Like, who's to say they don't look almost identical? So, and the 3-day was ready to rock, and it popped for 35%. It gave it back, but we got the gains. So, I'm trying to do I'm attempting to do the same exact move here. Lack of bearish momentum on the 3-day chart. Bang, bang, bang for NEER. And it has news with Google. That could get it going. And we may be some of the first people to hear that news. That news is going to now start circulating. So, just stay tuned. All right. Stay tuned for more from NEER Protocol. And that's another thing. In this group, you're going to get 3-day charts, daily charts, sometimes a 7-minute scalp, 15-minute flips. You never know. Anything that suits your fancy. So if you want to be a long-term, swing trader, we got that. If you want to, trade 4 or 5 times a day on the 7 and the 15, we have setups like that and people that do that in the trading group. No matter what. Look, the setup this morning on XCAD at 7 in the morning and continue to bang to the upside. We show you, support and resistance, Fibonacci, moving averages, you name it. We got it. All right? We got it for you. And look at XCAD just continuing to move and now actually holding the zone here. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Bitcoin short continuing to go a little bit. It's up. Not amazing though. And Bitcoin just holding the zone that we talked about. Likely getting that bounce, bounce beautifully off 19,008 to the upside, right? And I'm finally in $3.5 profit. Yes. I don't trade futures. This is one of my first 20x trades I ever made in my life. So it's very small for me. And I don't encourage it. All right. I just don't. I make more money compounding gains on these little tiny coins on KuCoin, I believe, than trading futures. So everyone, I got to get out of here. I don't feel good at all. I also have to fly later on today. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I love you all. Thank you so much for jumping on into the live. And I went over so many coins. I gave all my special sauce. I even gave away what I believe I'm going to do for Bitcoin. I showed you what I'm doing for Bitcoin. I gave my life away in a nutshell today, like I do every single day. I couldn't even get the likes to hit the watchers. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for jumping on in. And I appreciate you all for being here. I'm sorry that I have to cut it a little short, but I'm giving you my all every single day. And it's the best I can do. Everyone, we went over the dollar index. We went over total. We went over Bitcoin. We went over the Dow Jones. Multiple altcoins. I gave every single thing I had away today. I really did. Do the same to somebody else one day and see how great your life goes. So everyone, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. It pains me to leave this space early. These 40 minutes are my domination time. That's where I dominate. I take over the next 40 minutes. I worry. Now I'm like, what YouTuber will they go watch now? And that scares me. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully you'll come back tomorrow knowing that there was nothing better. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I love you all. Thank you for the chat revenue. Thank you for the love. And I'll see you all tomorrow on the next live stream. From Las Vegas. I might be out tonight in front of the Bellagio Fountains, probably just doing some impromptu live, talking about life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. So catch me tonight in Las Vegas. I probably will do a live stream. Peace.